Welcome to the Great Summer Math Mix-Up, Week 5. Let's make some Rice Krispie treats from leftover marshmallows using scale factors. Let's review scale factors so we can learn how to convert our recipe.
Hey, I'm Heidi from Wise Kind Math Tutors, and today we're going to go over how to convert a recipe. We have some leftover marshmallows from camping, and I want to use those marshmallows to make Rice Krispie treats. So the recipe that I'm going to convert is 40 marshmallows, 6 cups Rice Krispie cereal, and 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of butter. Trust me on this one. You want to use some extra butter. If you're following the box recipe, it doesn't use that much. You want this extra butter. So we only have 21 marshmallows left from our camp trip. So let's find out our scale factor. This is what we can multiply every amount by to get the right ratios. So what we do for scale factor is you take what you have divided by the original amount. So we have 21 marshmallows. The original amount called for 40. Now, this is about half, so honestly, if I was doing this without making a math video, I would just half the recipe, but I'm going to show you what it looks like to use the actual scale factor. So 21 divided by 40, I'm just going to pop that into my calculator, gives us a scale factor of 0.525. So we're really doing a little bit more than half for each piece of our recipe. The original recipe called for 6 cups of cereal. So what we do is we take that amount and we multiply it by our scale factor. So 6 cups times our scale factor of 0.525 is going to give us the exact amount of cereal we want. Let's type that into our calculator and we get 3.15 cups. When I cook this, I'm going to do 3 cups and a little bit. Next was our butter. Our original recipe called for 4 tablespoons of butter. So again, we'll take our original amount, 4 tablespoons, and we're going to multiply it by our scale factor. Toss that into our calculator, and we really need 2.1 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons and a little bit. So our final recipe is 21 marshmallows, 3.05 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, and 2.1 tablespoons of butter.
We now have our newly converted recipe. Let's get to cooking. Oops, that should be 3.15 cups of cereal. Start by counting out our 21 marshmallows. It was all that was left in the bag. Add 2 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to cook in the microwave for about 30 seconds while they soften up. Mix it together, and then cook again until it's nice and runny. Now that we have the perfect texture where it's kind of runny, sticky, no lumps, we can add our cereal. Stir the cereal in until it's evenly coated with the marshmallow goo. After a lot of stirring, we're ready to put it in our pan to set. Since we have the recipe, I'm using a pan that's about half as big as we normally use. Put it in, let it sit. Yay, we used our leftover marshmallows and we get to enjoy delicious Rice Krispie treats.